Friends, welcome to this fourth series of our retreat reflection. Just a reminder also, we are going through our vocation as the way of life with a mirror of the way of the cross. And our biblical text is Matthew chapter 4, verse 18 to 22. The call of the first four disciples. Now, we are going to reflect on the relationship, that is, the second and the fifth stations of the cross. Jesus accepts his cross and is helped by Simon of Cyrene. Back to our text on verse 19, we are told, He said to them, Follow me. He said to them, Follow me. Jesus wants to begin a relationship with his disciples, whom he calls to follow him. But later, remember, on the road, Jesus declares to an unnamed man who wanted to follow him. He says, Foxes have dens, birds of the air have nests, and the Son of Man has no place where he can rest his head. Luke chapter 9, verse 58. This is how following Christ means renouncing oneself, and taking up one's cross. Matthew chapter 16, verse 21 to 27. It is losing one's life for Christ's sake and finding it later. That's the good news about it. The second station of the way of the cross shows us Jesus, the King of the Jews, Son of God, taking up his cross towards Golgotha, the place of the skull, John chapter 19, verse 17. Now, to follow Jesus is to be with him on his way of the cross. It is to enter into a relationship with him. So we have to give up certain things so that we can be like him. We give up certain things so that we can carry actually the cross. Regarding the relationship, we join this, as I said earlier, with the second station. We join this second station with the fifth one, where Simon of Cyrene helps Jesus carry his cross. Besides, why should we follow Christ? It is to answer his call. Jesus' call is for us to be like his Father. That is to say, to be merciful like the Father. Luke chapter 6, verse 36. This is how Jesus later said to his disciples, and I quote, Give them something to eat yourself. You remember when he was telling them that it was a bit late. The disciples were telling Jesus it was a bit late, let them go because the shops will be closed. And they were very far away from the market. And so we read that in Luke chapter 9, verse 10 to 17. When Jesus tells them, give them something yourselves, give them something yourselves, give them something to eat, you yourselves. What does that mean? That is to say that help them yourselves to strengthen your ties with them through little that you have, but with a spirit of thanksgiving to the Lord. And that is what Jesus did. This means strengthen your relationship with them with the little that you have. Our relationship with God, with others, and with our environment should help us to create opportunities to progress in life and also to uphold others to progress. They must bring us hope. So if we are in good relationships, even if we are going through difficulties, through sufferings, through a lot, as people say, We can say, like St. Paul said, nothing can separate us from the love of God. We read that in Romans chapter 8, verse 38 to 39. What is your relationship with the others? Is it of quality? Thank you very much for joining me in this fourth reflection. I welcome you to the fifth reflection, which will see us go through the third, seventh, and ninth station. Here we have talked about the relationship. Next, we shall talk about the power. I hope you will not want to miss it. Thank you very much, and may God bless you. See you then later.